So, the eternal question is, what is better than setting mobs on fire? Well, setting mobs on fire twice, specifically, because this mace here allows us to get 2 copies of the fire aspect enchantment, which is just amazing. It does 182 max damage, so roughly 150 damage. And oh, I was going to try to inspect it, but apparently we can't. Yeah, apparently we can't. Oh wait, yes we can. So 83. So that's potentially. That is potentially like 340 damage. It's insane. Anyway, we're gonna go to the pumpkin pastures and see. Looks like we have an item that we haven't found here. We can also upgrade our flaming quiver and our corrupted beacon, and we can look for the secret level. So, there's a lot of things we can do here. So, some people remember watching me go through this 9 times. I think it's actually been a total of 11, because I think we went through it twice, once the first time, and then 9 times for grinding, and then one more time afterwards to double check. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. It's been pretty popular for us. And we have still never found the secret, actually. I think it might have spawned once or twice while I was searching, and I just didn't know where to look for it. But now I do. I know for certain where to look for it, but it doesn't always spawn. I think I mentioned that in the grinding videos, but not in the main stuff. I don't think I discovered that until I went and looked for it multiple times and didn't find it. Oh jeez. I also went and looked at the pictures for the runes, and it looks like there's one in the temple, but I can't tell if it's in the Cacti Canyon or if it's in the temple itself. It's not clear from the picture. I need to just have like a browser tab with a browser tab open with the hint pictures at some point whenever we go searching for the runes, which we might do after, I don't know, when I get bored probably. Not after I get bored, but when I get bored. So yeah, there's that. So the sound that I heard, because I'm thinking, the picture in the church, I don't know if you guys, if you haven't beat the game on default, when you do, what happens is you unlock a building called the church, and the church has this picture of a dog, and if you click the picture of the dog, you get one of 9 other pictures, which is a hint for where an undiscovered rune is. Also, we got the scythe. I cannot wait to see that. I wonder if there's a unique version of that. But yeah, it'll give you one of 9 images showing you where an undiscovered rune is. And so I was wondering, that sound we heard in the last episode, if it was a dog, like a dog howling or something, the picture in the church is a dog. So that might be a hint. I had speculated that it kind of might have sounded like a cow, which is also possible. It might have been a distorted moo, but it doesn't really sound like that. At least not super convincingly. I'm sure people were laughing at me. I would laugh at me too, because it is kind of funny. But, yeah, we did find only 2 places where that sound played, and it's very conspicuous. And I don't remember hearing it before, so that might also indicate like you're very close to a rune, but again, I don't know what they look like, so I didn't have any way of confirming whether or not I was seeing it. I assume it's just like a block with one of the runes on it, because it shows all the runes, I think, in the church. Oh, it looks like the secret path here. It might have spawned here. It might have spawned. No, it didn't. It's so sad. It spawns in an area kind of like this, like it has this kind of twisted path, but as you can see at the end here, there's no boat, unfortunately. It's so sad. So sad. Alright, well, guess that means we will have to do some more grinding at some point to try to find it. Well, yeah, didn't care. I'm not gonna go get the secret chest because not secret chest. I'm not gonna go get the other chest because there's not really a point. We don't really need the loot. We just need to get through this. Oop. Just to sort of get the completion for it. I mean, I don't think it's worth anything. I think it's just kind of, just to kind of say we did it. Isn't there usually an evoker around here somewhere? Oh right, there's a ton of mobs in here, isn't there? Good target for the laser beam, actually. Or TNT, that works too. I don't know why, but I misinterpreted that as a geomancer. Right. I don't quite remember what the boss is on this. Oh yeah, it's the village, isn't it? And you have the evoker that you have to face at the end. Yeah, it's the arena battle in the village. You have first off this kind of lame battle here. Okay, yeah. We can basically kill these guys. This is just an easier version of the next ambush. Come on. Wow, 2 buckles of arrows. That's really nice. Alright, let's see if maybe we get a copy of the unique for this level. I assume the unique is a unique site, since that just seems like too cool of a thing for them to have not made. I don't think this game has like armor sets or anything. I think it just has pieces of armor. Like it doesn't have like, you know, a wither armor piece and a wither weapon, and if you use both together you get a bonus. That would be a thing that I think would be kind of neat, but I could probably see why you wouldn't do that, since there's only armor, like a single piece of armor. There's not actually like a full set like there are in some other ARPGs. It's kind of interesting how they chose to do it that way, and not have like the four-piece kind of armor set like you do in Minecraft. But, yeah, four-piece kind of. What prompted that choice? It was just to make it a lot easier on them. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I think they offered enough variance as it is. It was just kind of an interesting choice that they chose to break from the design of Minecraft in that way. It seems like every time this game has chosen to change something from regular Minecraft, it has been better. Yeah, so I don't think they should have. I think it's good that they didn't try to painfully just copy the, you know, Minecraft universe, and they took the liberty to change what needed to be changed to make the game make more sense. And I think they definitely did that very well. Like, I think the new mobs are kind of cool. It would still be cool to reverse, you know, kind of port them back to Minecraft itself, but it might cause the game to be kind of cluttered as opposed to how streamlined it is now. But yeah. We are up to the max in souls, so I don't know if it makes sense to... Oh wow, this guy just boxed us in there. Oh, there's a poker. Okay, well, what do I do with that? Oh, no. Not like that, though. There you go. Yeah, I don't think Mojang has designed any mobs for this game, unfortunately, that can withstand the laser beam, except the I think the only exception is the final boss, like the second form of the final boss, even. I think everything else is susceptible to basically the combo of Potion Barrier and Laser Beam. I think that's true, literally, actually. Maybe the horsemen aren't, but they're so non-threatening that I don't think it matters. Whereas the final boss, some of its abilities are just so powerful you can't tank them no matter how good, no matter how crazy you get with armor. I think another viable enchantment for our bow would be knockback or gravity, whichever one. Oh, it was right there, I didn't see him. But yeah, knockback because it would keep enemies off of us while we basically just pelt them from a distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this, I'm going to walk away and just check this boat. Been sort of superstitiously checking it. Yeah, okay, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, the secret we're looking for is a boat that looks sort of like that, except instead of the second mast, it has an entrance into the boat, and you have to fight through the decks to get the map to Arch-Illager, I think it's called. But we've never been able to find the boat, so these guys are really good at killing their own. And by these guys, I mean the Geomancer. Let's wait for the Evoker to spawn, and then we activate the Quiver painlessly, and we activate our potion, and we just beat Yep. Yeah, that's that.
You did it, and the villagers of the Pumpkin Pastures go on to fight another day.
That was actually really fast. I've gotten better at that level than I should be. I should be checking how many mobs, like what percentage of the mobs I kill, to know how much of the level I've done. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like the scythe. Oh yeah, the scythe. What does this even do? Oh, okay. I see. So it just kind of... Wow, that's nice. I cannot wait to find the unique version of the scythe. That's gonna be amazing. But until then, I don't think we need it. Yeah, it's not even... It's just a common version. So we can just salvage this stuff. We can check the village merchant here. He has thief armor, which is useless, scatter shot, and a scatter crossbow, which is useless. All of that is useless. Okay. I'm basically just looking for uniques at this point, because they're the only things that give us... They basically give us like a free enchantment. And so that's... Wait a minute. I can never tell if these colors actually mean anything. I don't think this means that it's... I think artifacts are always blue and armor is always green. I can't tell if it means the rarity or not. I'm going to assume it doesn't. Okay, so I don't think we've been to the Soggy Cave on this level, so on this difficulty level, I should say. I know we've been to the Soggy Swamp, but I don't think we've been to the cave. And it looks like there is an item that we could get. So let's do that really quick. Yeah, I remember going through this the first time on default, because you basically go through the cave and you loop back. I know that there's a rune in something that has to do with mushrooms. I don't know if it's the Soggy Swamp or the Soggy Cave. So I will be on basically an extra lookout for a rune. You know, it would really suck if the rune didn't spawn on every level. That would just really suck. Because then there would be multiple reasons to grind a level as opposed to just one. Well, I guess there's a couple. There's one to see all the items, and there's one to get the, what's it called? for each level, if you really want it. It's a shame you can't find out without having to grind for it. It's also a shame you don't know basically anything about the unique before you decide that you want it. It's kind of unfortunate that there's no registry of it in the game. I'd have to look it up and potentially get spoilers. So yeah, it's kind of, the whole situation's kind of unfortunate. It's also a shame that there's no way to add like enchantment slots to an item or re-roll the enchantment slots on one. Because again, I have like 5,000 emeralds with nothing to spend them on. Like I could just keep buying the items, like the random items, but I don't think that's that useful, and I don't think that they can do that much for us. We might be able to get through that if we had a speed enchantment. And I don't know what would happen. It would be kind of interesting. I mean, presumably you would just bypass part of the game. Which it wouldn't surprise me if you could break the game in that way. This game doesn't have a couple issues that I've seen. What's not you done? I think this was one of those multi-wave ambushes. Nope, it's not. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a puzzle over here. I remember this. Yeah, because this one doesn't do anything. This one, wait, what? Oh, that one moves it to the left. So that one puts it up. That one moves the next one on the left. I'm gonna put it down. Okay. I don't know why my brain was able to process that, but it was. Like, I still don't have a good mental model for how to work out that puzzle. And I feel ashamed of that, because usually I'm pretty good with puzzles, but yeah. I think we have another ambush here. This is another short level, as I recall. Arr. I think it doesn't even have a boss either. This might be the multi-wave ambush. I think the one on the right is harder, usually. I like how this witch here is just completely running into a wall and not doing anything. It's like they didn't even upgrade the AI from normal Minecraft. That little slime guy, he seems to be stuck in the floor there. Yeah, this game has a couple issues. So, that does that, that does that. So that. That. Do that. So that swaps those, so what we want is that. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting better at those. They make slightly more sense to my brain, but still not a ton of sense. Yeah, I think this will just take us outside, is that right? No, it takes us to one of these chests. Oh wow, that was something important. Oh, the shear daggers. Oh, that's gonna be neat. That sounds like a dagger throwing weapon. And in Terraria, my favorite weapon was the vampire knives. I think it's gonna be basically like the vampire knives. And if it is, that's gonna be incredible. Oh, vampire knives are just the best weapon. So 75. I'm not sure where I missed mobs. That's interesting. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, an upgraded soul healer. That's nice. We can do some science in the next episode to figure out how useful that's going to be. Okay, maybe those aren't a dagger throwing weapon. Now that I look at them, it looks like just a pair of daggers. Normally I would So yeah, in the next episode we will do some science to figure out if we can use both of these at the same time, or if using one will reset both. I would like to know that. But it also looks like our equipment is ready. That's nice. Oh, interesting. Item power after upgrade. Okay. Collect your item to reroll its power, so it'll be 53 to 55. I think it would be... Yeah, those will be strictly better than what we have. And if that's the case, I think it would benefit us most to reroll the power on our bow to upgrade its power. But to finish out this episode, we will look at the shear daggers, because I want to see what they're all about. But yeah, in the next episode we'll see what power level we got for these, and we will also decide what we're going to upgrade next. And then we will do the soul science. Yeah, soul science. It reminds me of the YouTube channel Spirit Science from back in the day. But yeah, let's figure out what these things do. Chance to spawn area damage. So these look like they're just an upgrade of the fangs that we had. In fact, if we equip the fangs, these are basically just an upgrade, yeah. And interesting, it says sheer daggers, but there appears to, oh, okay. There's one forward, one backward. That's fair. So yeah, they appear to do that. In comparison, they have more power, but lower speed, and a greater area. Or no, wait. This has... Okay, these... Wow, these have even smaller area than the Nightmare's Bite. That's amazing. Wow. But the daggers are faster. The daggers have looting, which is useless. They have Busy Bee, which is also kind of useless. Fire Aspect, which isn't great. They have Poison Cloud, which isn't great. Yeah, basically everything they have on them is pretty terrible. All things considered. So, I think we're just gonna stick with Firebrand for now. And honestly, we've got to find out how to upgrade the Nightmare's Bite, or figure out where to get the unique scythe. So, next time, what are we going to do? It looks like we don't quite have the power to face either daily challenge quite yet. But what we can do... That escape key is always going to bother me. What we can do, since we went to the Soggy Cave, we can go to either the Redstone Mines or the Desert Temple. I think the Desert Temple is going to be more fun for us with the bow, so I think we'll do that next. And then we'll probably go to the Desert Temple and then the Lower Temple. In between, we might do some hunting for the runes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next episode.